Just sit real still. No one will notice. This is loud as shit. It's loud. I don't know if you guys know what this is. But this is the intro to. I was wondering. I was hoping there would be like some noises of cars crashing and shit. I didn't know it was going to be music. That's the intro to NASCAR. This is Nothing Yet Live. I'm Lindsay.
I am your Miss Parker.
I don't watch NASCAR, but sometimes things happen. Crazy shit happens in racing.
And then it comes to your attention.
So this guy this weekend, pulled like a full-on video game maneuver, apparently. And check this out. This is just.
Oh my goodness! I have never.
Watch this. I'm gonna show you what he did.
And look at the right side.
This guy.
It's destroyed.
He had talked about doing this
Ross Chastain
with other drivers
a
during different races.
Watermelon farm. Xfinity Series a couple years ago was done.
Okay, watch this shit.
Take a look again at what just happened.
Watch out of this
on the
corner.
right side of your screen.
One outside over here. Outside.
That guy.
Ross Chastain used the wall all the way around this racetrack to
Look how
race
fast he
his
just
way
comes up.
into the championship four.
He went from 10th to 5th place.
So he just bounced off the wall and knocked people out of the way?
Yeah, he talked about like.
That last
So
lap.
he had talked about it before. Look at that. He just.
It almost doesn't look real. He's going
It
so
doesn't.
fast. Look at this.
I guess no one had done that.
Look, you're set. It looks
Oh,
like
I've
a
done it
video
on
game.
Highway
Look,
7.
that's he's going so fast.
So it was just great to watch. Like just crazy shit like that. When that shit happened. So he had to get to a certain place. There it goes again. He had to get into a certain spot to advance.
Mm-hmm.
And he made up like 4 spots, and so he just was. And they play the sound from. They play the sound audio of him. And he's like, "I'm gonna do it." He's just like, "I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." And so while everybody was taking, he just basically he got into that corner. He settled in, and he was right. And it's just like this weird short track, right? And he just fucking mashed it. And made it around. It was brilliant. No one had ever tried it before. They had talked about it. People had played it. And if you play like NASCAR video games, like a lot of these guys do, he's like, I've won races playing video games like that. So he just, in the spur of a moment, he set a lap record too.
I would have assumed that was against the rules.
No, he set a lap record. He didn't hit anybody or anything. He just mashed it around. While everybody went down to the side, he just went up high and just mashed the gas. So brilliant. Gotta love it. Hey, I'm not a huge NASCAR fan, but
I'm not any NASCAR fan.
Yeah, this is great. He hardly damaged the car at all either. But,
Hey, did you change your shirt?
no, I just added this.
Oh, I thought you had a different shirt on.
I did when you got here, but
Okay, so you did change your shirt.
yeah, I was wearing it
Okay.
yesterday. So I decided to change it. But anyway, hey, when I first heard that, I thought he had like pulled a full on like, what's that? Lightning McQueen from Cars and like went up on the.
Oh, right.
I thought when I had first heard it, the way people were reacting, I thought like because they were like pulled a video game move. It was great. It looks when you watch it again and again, like, you see how it looks like the video. Like the guy says, it looks like the video is sped up, but he comes around that corner so fast. He goes from 10th to 5th. Congratulations, good on you. Couldn't do that in IndyCar. Right, Dr. Z? Because he'd go flying apart.
No, she's not watching.
All right. This is going to be quick, too. This is our fun with the animals segment. Now, we love local. And this doesn't involve Florida, but this should be funny.
So is this a KROT correspondent?
This is KRT, Fox, Missouri News coverage you can trust.
First on Fox, something scary on this Halloween night. A snake show in Lincoln County shuts down after a potentially deadly snake is reported missing. There are fears the snake may be loose. Tonight, Fox 2's Andy Banker reports it may have been stolen.
It was a 2-day event over the weekend here in Moscow Mills.
Look at this place. What the fuck, man?
Saturday went off without a hitch, but the Sunday show was canceled after a deadly Egyptian cobra was unaccounted for.
We're live up here at Midwest Venom Fest.
The event organizer says
Where all the
strict
juggalos
safety
go
precautions
after-
were in effect for the 200 to 300
after the
snakes at the
Juggalo
Midwest
Fest,
Venom
after the
Fest
Fago
show.
Fest.
Snakes were not allowed out of their sealed containers for any reason. He says before the doors opened for day 2, a vendor found one of his containers had been.
It's at the Erie Koo Thai Sports Arena. It says indoor soccer.
So the snakes, it's kind of like a gun show. You can go buy these snakes at shows. I
Yeah.
mean, you can buy horribly venomous snakes at these shows, little baby ones.
Yeah, well, that's what they had them in, little cups.
Yeah.
Moved and it was empty.
I'm waiting for the pun.
But it was still sealed.
They're all in sealed containers, and that's what is making this very difficult to believe that it escaped. The snake didn't put the lid back on. The snake didn't move its container 2 feet.
Well, thanks, Dr. Meyer, for that.
Yeah, the snake.
It didn't move it. See, no, this is
snake,
Missouri.
The snake unfolded its invisible arms and muscled his way out.
So they're at like it must have been stolen.
The
They
St.
finally
Louis
got to.
Herpetological
They got
Society,
down
which
to.
focuses on educating the
How
public
big was
about
the snake,
reptiles,
though? I'm wondering.
has had education booths at those shows, but not
Scared the shit out of the
Venom
kids,
Fest
gay.
events. Earlier this year, the Festus City
That's cool.
Council
I wanna
voted
go
to
there.
no longer allow them there.
They're beautiful animals. We just didn't want to be associated with it. We thought it was a bad idea because so much can go wrong. We support these guys wanting to keep these animals. That
Number one suspect. Right there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
your number one suspect right there. It probably interferes with his business. Obviously, he has a business, right? Or is he at the place trying to get
fine.
It's more geared towards education and getting
Selling
other
snakes to
venomous
juggalos.
keepers from around the country to come and learn and network with each other.
Both he and police believe the snake is more likely stolen than escaped. He says a team of experienced keepers conducted a 6 to 7 hour search and planned another complete sweep of the venue out of an abundance of caution.
Yeah, that snake is over state lines. That snake is gone.
It's already
That
been
snake
sold.
was, see ya.
It's already in the possession of a juggalo.
Peace.
Like, I don't know. That's
What
pretty
is a
funny.
juggalo?
A band of Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, that would be Forrest.
Miss Parker learned something today. Yeah. Well, I mean, is she hard enough to be a juggalo? I don't know. Does she know how magnets work?
They know how magnets work, and they're constantly playing the music.
Oh, okay. What's next? Pray tell.
Oh, that would be our favorite punching bag. Well,
a resident
second
past,
only to this.
our resident pastor punching bag.
Oh, did we not show the Kool Aid woman? The woman.
No, we're gonna do that, right?
Let's do the Kool Aid
You
woman.
wanna do
then
that
we'll
already?
Finish off with Pastor Locke. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
These are the Kool Aid people, as I call them. No, all I can
Planning
think
a
of.
trip, but
I can't get past the dude, and I'm not gonna surprise it. I'm not gonna surprise it.
Oh, the dude.
The dude.
Okay.
You got to have a reaction to this.
Okay.
Come on. I can't skip yet. Need YouTube Premium.
Here we go.
Are
I love how she
worshiping
says some
the
people
extreme
say. Of course, she
opposite.
starts
We
out.
Because she's
see
watching
it
Fox
all
News.
around us. The evil. I mean, so just start with your creator, and then you will reject the evil, and you will awaken to him, and wherever that takes you. And for many of us, that has taken us to the Savior Jesus Christ.
So it's word salad, Jesus Christ.
Halloween is not about
And
candy.
in the time when people are censored and suppressed, we've watched it. We watched it from the beginning, them get censored and suppressed. So here we come, like-minded people come together for the first time. We're not afraid to talk to each other. We're talking about God.
For the
just
first time,
plain creator.
religious people aren't. They don't have to be
Everybody has one.
afraid to go to
Has
church
him.
anymore.
Because they've been afraid.
No matter
all
your
this
religion,
time. Yeah.
there's a God.
Oh yeah.
We're
These are Pastor Locke minions
patriots,
for
we're
sure.
God,
I don't know
we're
what.
country, we're family, we're people.
No, you're not.
And
You're
we've
assholes.
been manipulated to be
Karens.
divided by skin color, by religion, by gender now.
Bisexual
Uh,
orientation.
You people
everything
are,
is
We're
dividing
divided.
us.
are
I
incredibly
think
easy
everybody's
to
on a
manipulate.
journey.
I love it. It's like we're all divided now, right? Because there's transgender, there's whatever, there's black, white. Everybody's divided by these things. It's like, no, I don't. It never even comes across
Well, they're divided because people like her divide them.
Yeah.
You know, transgender, gay people of all different races want to be inclusive. They want to be together. But people like this are exclusive.
I generally don't give a shit about what other people are doing, as long as it's not like, you know, going to your private rape island. I mean, I have issues with that, but other than that, your child rape island.
You can go to your private rape island all by yourself.
I love how like when Republicans have
Fuck yourself.
Republicans have like whole rape islands and whole networks, and Democrats have pizza joints. Pizza joints in fascist cities like New York, San Francisco, and LA.
Well, I guess the Democrats can't afford an entire island, so they have to rely on pizza joints.
Well,
Pizza joints.
Well, it's like people when they say like, well, somebody had said something about like gay. Oh, I think. Oh, we got some more Prager magic coming up, and some Jordan B. Peterson magic coming up for you guys. At least I've got that. I'm gonna do some serious. Like I have this new little format for a segment that I want to do where I tell you stories.
All right. Well, let's go to
You
Pastor Locke.
react to them horrifyingly. Are we already there?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Pastor.
wait. I want to see this though. This
too.
Okay.
Protecting freedom is kind of like protecting an empty space. It's like setting up a fence
Do you
around
see
the
it?
Slow it
space.
down. Slow it down.
Do you see it?
Oh yeah, I can see it now.
I don't
See?
think they can
He's got
see it,
the little
but
schmutz.
He's got something on his
He's
lip.
got a coconut from the almond joy he ate by celebrating Halloween.
And
'cause he's a demon.
Promising people that in the future something good will occupy that space. And the natural human tendency is
Now
to
it's on
wanna
his
fill
top
that
lip.
space
No,
and
there it
put
went.
something there that doesn't exist. So everyone's got an agenda. that they
Discount
wanna
Tony
push
Stark.
forward, and it's antithetical to freedom. Freedom is sort of the absence of that.
Right, but if you feel like you brought up transgender Americans, if they don't feel free and they're asking for freedom to live the way that they feel they were born, and why should we reject that culture?
Well, it's not that we should. Okay, so two
Did it
Wow,
blast out?
he got caught right there, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's about to spit the thing
He
out.
did already.
It was so quick. I missed it. You're gonna have to slow mo it.
Well, no one can see it except
Okay.
for us, but
Okay.
it's funny. For a minute, this guy has a thing on his lip.
See,
I
when we
had to
first-
watch it twice because all we saw was the thing.
When we first saw this, I couldn't even. I didn't even register what he was saying.
No,
'cause I
neither
was
did
so
I.
focused on the
I
little
had to
thing on
watch
his
it
mouth,
again.
and it went from the bottom, then it went to the top, and then it disappeared, and then it went.
This guy just had an epiphany. He's just like, wait a minute, you're right. Our whole thing is to totally rob these people of their fucking rights. These people, these have guys have drank the Kool Aid. This is what I'm gonna call this. Like, you know, this is fun with these guys. Like, just totally.
And
like he
why
Ugh.
should we reject that culture?
Well, it's not that we should. Okay, so
he just stepped all over his dick right there. Anyway, it goes on and on. But then this guy comes out. He's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I don't know what his deal is either.
So you got some guy blowing a
Not
horn.
be taken by any man, woman, or voted away from you. You were born in sovereignty. Keep your sovereignty. Natural law is sovereignty. Law of the land.
I'm sorry, I skipped a little forward.
Global
After this,
nationwide freedom family.
so I think this guy's on the
Global
right side.
freedom movements for everybody.
Yeah.
All our unalienable rights that cannot
Might be a little
be
stoned.
All right.
by any man,
But he's-
woman, or voter.
He's basically like I like because when you
Man,
get around
woman,
it,
or voter.
when you get around about what he's saying, he's just like he goes like fuck your idea of like putting, you know, the one lady is right there saying we don't put people in these boxes. They are all dividing themselves up into these identities that they want to have, and you know that's bad. It's like we all need to be God or something. I don't know. Anyway, speaking
Okay.
of God,
Okay, we're at time, so we'll get to Pastor Locke and.
speaking of God, we'll get to Pastor Locke.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that won't be
speaking of
there.
Satan
You want to just go
and
long
demons.
anyway?
Yeah, let's go long. Let's put up
Yeah,
Pastor
yeah.
Locke.
Okay.
Pastor Locke has a brand new video. He's once again attacking books because he hates books, and he especially hates book learning.
It's book learning, but he loves book burning.
Yeah.
Down with book learning, up with book burning. There we go.
I'm so sick of the church saying there's no such thing as witchcraft. Why are you always talking about dream catchers and healing crystals and yoga mats and blah 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 blah? And all you ever do is talk about demons. Witchcraft is not real.
Okay,
First of all, witches laugh at us.
He's putting yoga mats in the same category as demons and witches.
Right.
So he's putting things together that have nothing to do with each other.
Ironically enough, he's in a bookstore to do anything other than buy books.
That is ironic, and I think the demons are following him around.
Well, in his mind,
are about to crawl up his butt.
Yeah, and in his mind, there's no other book.
Right.
But anyway,
because they're very real. This is our local Books a Million.
Books a Million.
This is one side that I'm going to show you of all of the spell books, the witchcraft.
Hold your camera.
2 entire sections of tarot cards. Ouija board nonsense.
Ouija board nonsense.
Yeah. I don't want anybody to see.
Slow the video down later and see it.
By the way, he's wearing a shirt that says Satan is a punk.
Tons of stuff about practical. Witchcraft, astrology, again, tarot cards, crystals, yoga, Greek mythology.
What's the deal with yoga?
Look what's a part of the witchcraft section.
Yoga.
I guess you
Secret.
want
that was
The
that.
Secret.
he wants his
That's a book
congregation
about
stiff.
manifesting your destiny, making things come to pass.
It's talking about like doing things for yourself instead of like looking at the Bible and doing whatever I tell you to do. Bang, 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 bang. Thing.
Tons of stuff here in this whole section.
Mind, body, and spirit. That means
You know,
devil.
see? Stuff all over the place. Look at this stuff in the middle. Candles galore. Pentagrams everywhere. Necklaces. Chalices.
He
Bliss.
didn't Jesus have a chalice?
Hey, Books a Million Corporation probably, and Pastor Locke, let me break it to you. They'd sell dildos if they thought they could make a profit.
Hey, and Pastor Locke, you're advertising for this bookstore right now. You realize that. Next time I'm in Tennessee, I'm going right to this bookstore and I'm going to buy me a whole shelf full of tarot cards.
You know, he's just like, I should burn this whole. You know, I wonder if there's some passive aggressive way to get somebody to burn the place down.
Probably.
Bunch of witchcraft nonsense. I'd like to buy everything in this whole store and burn it all in a
Oh!
Well, you
there
can
we go.
afford it.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can afford it.
ridiculous. Tons of stuff. Oh, then get this here. Here's a section with Ouija board pendants. And guess what? For all you people that think I'm full of hocus pocus and you bunch of individuals, guess what's right beside the Ouija board section?
People full of
Dream
think I'm full of
catchers.
hocus pocus and real people. Is that what he said?
See, people don't really believe in hocus pocus. Grown-ups. Don't
It's a new movie.
necessarily
Actually, it's
believe
a
it.
Hocus Pocus 2.
But he's like, it's funny because in one breath he's like, "Do you think I believe any of this hocus pocus?" But yet he believes it's real. He says it's real, so he does believe in it.
Well, I think what he's saying is that other people think it's hocus pocus, but it's actually
Real.
serious.
Yeah, no one
cancer.
thinks that, Pastor Locke. No one except you and your minions, I suppose.
Dream catchers.
Huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with dream catchers. Oh yeah, very much wrong. They invite demons. It's in the witchcraft section. They even believe it, but these naive, lukewarm, skinny jean wearing, limp-wristed Christians won't stand up to what needs to be stood up to. Check this out. They have whole
Not a
sections
Christian, no.
where you can buy sage.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Sage.
It's in the witchcraft section. It's not in the Christian living section. It's not in
I
the
wanna see where it
cycling and
says
health magazine
witchcraft
section. It's in the witchcraft section. Tarot cards.
Oh, queer tarot.
Queer tarot cards. They got it all. Sage everywhere. Burning sage does not cleanse the room. Burning sage brings demons.
So is the whole countryside a burning sage? Because I've heard of sagebrush fires. Have you ever heard of those?
Yeah, I've heard of sagebrush.
Is that
fires.
God demonizing the earth? I mean, lightning does come up from the ground, so lightning comes from hell.
But
Comes from the sky.
It is coming from hell, and it's full of brimstone and demons,
Demons.
witches, pizzazu.
Oh God, I don't know.
Check this out. DC. They're targeting our children. DC tarot cards.
Dude, no one reads DC, man. Don't worry about
know,
it.
when
Dude.
you
Don't worry about it.
Call me when you find the marble,
Marble.
deck.
The marble deck.
This crap is everywhere. Witch manuals galore, how to be a witch, how to cast a spell. There are literally 1,000, 1,500 different books. Then all these candles, astrology, horoscopes, it's all right here. And everybody wants to get mad at Pastor Greg Locke and Global Vision because we believe this nonsense needs to be exposed. No wonder so many people in the church world need deliverance from witchcraft and the occult and Satanism and satanic ritual abuse and all this evil. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. Our Books of Million is full of this stuff. Witches everywhere. The Witch's Way. A guide to modern day spellcraft, nature magic, and divination. Okay, divination is a demon. It's called the spirit of Python, Acts chapter 16, verse 16.
Thanks for
It's
telling me that. I'll
everywhere.
look that up.
And people want to get mad at me for calling it out. But the facts are the facts. Stuff's all over the place. Burn sage, burn sage, burn sage. I'll tell little crystals and pendants.
So
It's
he's
an
walking
entire
around in a T-shirt that says "Satan is a punk" and
There's
he's saying,
section
"Oh, hush, hush."
in a Books a Million in my local town, for Pete's sake. It's everywhere. Everywhere. And guess what is in the section right beside it? Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
Laugh
dude.
at me all you want to.
Bro, that's so 80s.
Yeah,
So 80s.
yeah. The '80s called. They want their '80s nerddom back.
You want to get into this? Oh, why do I keep doing that? That's weird. Anyway, you want to finish it out with this? Let's close it out with this.
Okay.
Pastors, right? You want a pastor? Oh, that's funny. It says that's me. Huh? I'm learning this whole new thing about this, but okay, let's see.
This
where
whole
else?
new thing about
Yes,
this.
that's what I'm learning.
Sell and vote for ourselves.
Okay. This is
Build
Pastor
conscience.
Jamal Bryant, and he had a little something to say about walkers, and he knows how to do it. Pastor Locke, you ain't doing it right. Jamal Bryant, he goes like, he does this whole thing talking about this lady with a walker who he healed, and she came back with the walker, and then of course this is how you preach or politicize the pulpit.
That were not prepared for a black man and a Jewish man to go to Senate at the exact same time.
Okay.
Media pronounced
that
a
was a hard
walker
one.
is a walking
There it
aid.
is. Sorry.
Compromised mobility. Republican Party of Georgia moved Herschel Walker from Texas to Georgia so that he could run for Senate. It's because change was taking too fast in the post-antebellum South.
This guy's
The
talking
state
about
had been
demons.
flipped blue, and there are some principalities that were not prepared for a black man and a Jewish man to go to Senate
Whoops.
at the exact same time.
Ooh, that's funny. You can
So
tell
they
he's almost
figured
laughing
that
about
they
it.
would delude us by picking somebody who they thought would in fact represent us better with a football than with a degree in philosophy. They thought we were so slow, that we were so stupid, that we would elect the lowest caricature of a stereotypical broken
Well,
black
obviously
man.
they are that
as a
stupid because 50% of the state wants to vote for Herschel Walker. Apparently.
Dude, he called him a stereotypical broken black man. You know what else he's calling him?
opposed to somebody who is educated and erudite and focused.
I know,
Y'all ain't
Warnock.
ready for me today. Since Herschel Walker was 16 years old, white men been telling him what to do.
He's
Oh.
Have you been
saying
thinking about-
everything but that. He's yeah. We're not going to say it here on this show.
Yeah, this guy was not.
White men been telling him what to do, telling him what school to go to, where to live, where to eat, where to buy a house, where to run, where to sit down, where to sleep, where to pay for abortions, where to buy a gun. And you think they not gonna tell him how to vote? In 2022, we don't need a walker, we need a runner.
Dude, that's pretty. He gets lit.
Of student loan debts. We need somebody who gonna run and make walker. We need somebody who will be steadfast.
Anyway, he goes on. He's like, dude, he goes, you're not ready for this because we're not slaves anymore. We don't need anybody to tell us, who to vote for and all this stuff. So that was great. That's how you do it, Pastor Locke. That's
Well,
Jamal Bryant.
they have different agendas. He's trying to prevent Herschel Walker from getting elected. He's trying to rile up the black base and say, you know, they're putting this guy in front of you because he's black and he has no education.
no other reason.
Yeah.
It's funny. I wonder how much of the white vote Herschel Walker gets. That'll be interesting to see. Which districts vote for him. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we got less
The
than a
opposite
week.
of redlining.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back in with Florida Man,
Yep,
and that's it.
that's it. We're
Right.
done for now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna go long on the next section.
Possibly.
Section.
Then
Probably.
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
Not me. I'm the J.
IQ of 20. I am your Miss Parker.
Back in a moment. This
Is Nothing Yet Live. Okay, so I got